Hey guys, it's Randy. I want to talk today about what it actually looks like, realistically looks like, to get your kids to cooperate and to change things up when they're not working. It's August and a lot of people are getting ready for their kids to be back in school. A lot of people are excited about it. A lot of people are dreading all that comes with getting back on a regimented program and, you know, the busy mornings and getting everyone to bed at night, getting everyone off of screens, going to bed at a decent hour, waking up at a decent hour. And so what I've noticed is that when you are stressed out about all the things that you've got to do, that is a signal that whatever it is you're dreading, something needs to shift, and it's time for systems to change. And so when I tell parents that, like, that's anything that you're dreading, it just means that something's not working, and your body feeling that sense of dread is telling you this is causing you anxiety, this is not working. And usually, 99.9% of the time, the thing that's not working is that as the parent, you're just taking on too much of the responsibility rather than being an effective CEO and delegating a lot of the responsibilities to your kids, maybe some of it to your spouse, but mostly to your kids, because kids at a very young age are capable of managing a lot in their lives, from getting themselves dressed to making their beds to doing their own homework. I don't believe it's your job to check over their homework. I believe it's your job to be available if they have questions or they want help. And if you're capable, then you can, I haven't been capable of helping with math for a long time, which is sad to say, but I'm willing to hire a tutor. But they rarely ever come to me. They manage it. And my kids aren't geniuses. They're just regular kids. So I think that most of the time that there's a sense of dread, the parent and a lot of times the mom is just taking too much responsibility, and it's time to delegate that shit out and let your kids handle what they should be handling and they can be handling. So the next question I get is, but how? How do I get them? How do I get them to set their alarms? How do I get them to make their beds? How do I get them to wake up? How do I get them to be responsible and do their own homework? So if you're wondering how you get them to do things, then I'm just going to lay it out for you. You get them to do things, when you're getting them to do things, when you're making shifts, it's not going to be pretty at first. They're not going to be happy about the change. They're not going to want to do more work. They're not going to want to be compliant. And so therefore, they're probably going to have meltdowns. They're going to say rude and nasty things. They're not going to get with the program. They're going to be resistant. And if you want to really change things and become part of the solution rather than adding to the problem, if you want success in this area, you have to manage your own emotions and not get hooked in to that negativity dance that they're going to do to resist change. People naturally resist change. So it's about you managing your cool, sticking with being consistent, and letting them know, when you're calm, we can talk. Not giving in and not losing it and acting like a maniac yourself. Because the minute you lose it and you act like a maniac yourself, there's no hope for them to ever get with the program. So just know that. So I just wrote a blog post recently about yelling, and we all do it. Really, we all do it. But the thing is that when you train yourself to not be a yeller and just to be an effective communicator, it's not an issue to change systems when they're not working, and to listen to that feeling of dread you have in your body, and to realize that something's got to shift. My kids have gone to a new stage of development. I've gotten busier in my own life. I'm taking on too much. They need to handle more in their life. So there's it's really not that difficult, but it does take you keeping your cool. I've got some great books, great resources. I offer some programs that will specifically help you to stop yelling. I mean, at least 90% of the time. And I'm happy to talk to you guys about this, or even just to send some free resources your way. That's mostly how I've done it myself in my own life, is just by self-study and reading and learning from other mentors and teachers. So I'm happy to pass that along, or to give you the information on my programs as well. And just know it doesn't have to be this hard. That feeling of dread is your best friend, because it's letting you know what exactly it is that needs to shift and change. So good luck with this. Reach out to me, and I hope that you found this helpful. Okay, bye-bye.